Well, welcome to Hangman Tarot. We're going to get started here in just a minute, but first I want you to hit subscribe, of course. Let me refocus my camera. Hit subscribe and then go ahead and click that bell so you don't miss any of the notifications for your future card readings here. If you're new here, my name is Jordan. It is nice to meet you. I am Hangman Tarot. We're going to get started. Let me refocus my camera. I don't know what's going on with it. Hold on. Okay, did it go away? Refocus. Okay, we're going to get started. All right. So this is a tarot card reading for the ghosted. So we are going to start with Aries. We're going to figure out why the hell you have been ghosted, either within the last month or heading into June. So you might be feeling the remnants of it. You might be hitting it right now. You might be feeling like it's happening. However it resonates for you, allow it to resonate in that simple way. I'm going to get a current reading for you, Aries, in just a couple cards here with this oracle read. And then I'm going to blend it and confirm it with the tarot reading, as well as find out why you got ghosted. I know. Everybody wants to know. We always want to know. We got to know. All right, here we go. All right, so currently not in a very trusting place. That is lacking a little bit of energy with that trust card. As far as trust, maybe walking away from something in specific. You feel as if like you were spiritually connected with this person, or you feel like that's where it could have headed, or maybe karmically you were supposed to be around this specific person. Now this could just be like in a place where you're spiritually trying to guide yourself even too. So just like currently, where are you at? We are going to find out through tarot cards now. We're going to confirm all that. And we're going to confirm all the reasons that this person ghosted you. And we're going to find out their zodiac sign, okay? And then I'm going to find their phone number, and then I'm going to find their address, and then we're going to go after them. I'm just kidding. Let's go. Let's go beat their ass. All right. How dare they ghost Aries? Like, when does Aries get ghosted, though? That's like my ultimate question. When does Aries actually get ghosted? Aries very aloof. They just kind of like do their own thing. They're like, yeah, you don't want to hang out with me, I'll go fuck yourself type of thing. So I just feel like, when does that actually occur? You really got to like get in very quickly and like really confuse the Aries in order to actually ghost them, I feel. All right, here we go. All right, let's find out a little bit about you, Aries, currently, just kind of confirming, and a little bit about them. Oh, they're a fuckboy. Holy shit. You are dating the ultimacy, the epitome, the description of a fuckboy. It's like, if that's a new card, just bring it on over. Just bring it on. Just kidding. There was a new card. So anyway, the window distracts me. Okay. Anyway, so you were definitely dealing with an earth sign or a fire sign, but I really feel as though you are dealing with somebody who is definitely not communicating with you. With this Knight of Wands is definitely in reverse. Over here on your side of things, as far as how you're thinking and feeling on the situation or the relationship in general, I just feel like you were really wanting some structure, stability. You're definitely working on some money stuff. You're manifesting and you're trying to, build up the material world or build up a bank account, however that works. But it's almost like that kind of is creating or crowding your world, really. So the world is very upside down on you right now. As of right now, you are very pissed off. You're very confused. You're really wanting something to complete or close this chapter out. So this is just definitely emotionally where you are as of right now. Let's find out more on this fuck turd. I'll just call him a fuck turd because I don't know if it's a man or a woman over on your end of things. So let's just see where this heads. All right. So this person definitely misled you. Emotionally, they were like, hey, let's get into this relationship and we can have like this really great sex and we're really like intuitively connecting and we're spiritually bound. That's what they said to you, didn't they? They were like, here, be my partner. Be my partner. We'll find a great stability together. I'm going to be all the structure that you ever need. Okay. And they definitely groomed your senses. They allowed themselves to come in and flirt and be charming and be this wonderful person. But what you really need to know, Aries, is that they are just a fuck around person. They literally will fuck anything. And when they do that, it's like, what does that matter? It's like, you can do that with anybody. This is important, what I want and what what you're doing over there is not important. So that's literally the epitome of the situation. And you really were like hoping on this potential. You're really hoping on some opportunity here, but this person is youthful anyway. And if they're not young in age, they're definitely youthful in the mind. They're not at all concerned about where their willy has been or their vagina. I can't just say willy because it's not a guy. I mean, for you guys, like it could be a girl, it could be a guy, it could be, it is whatever it is. But however this resonates with you is all I'm trying to explain here. But this person did. They gave you a lot of things saying that here, I have a bunch of experience. I'm going to like touch you through your senses. I'm going to make you, basically fall in love with me. But you were over here like, yeah, okay, I'm totally trusting you. I'm totally going to trust this. But this person has a very narrow mind and they led you in the wrong fucking direction. That's what happened here. So we're going to find out the reason for this. And we already know the reason, don't we? I know the reason. It's because they're a fuck boy or a fuck girl. Let's find out though. Because they might not be. They might not be. I think they are. Oh my God, that spit. Hold on. Ugh, that spit all the way over here. All right. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. This is why. Okay. Okay. Aries. I was kind of confused. I'm like, how are they going to get out of this? How are they going to like talk themselves out of this? How are they going to give a reason for the ghosting here? Okay. Whew. Yikes. This is so weird. Okay, so this person already has a partnership and they have memories with this person. They have substance with this person. They have love and emotion with this person. And this person and them have gone through a lot together. So the opportunity, the potential is very much within their court as well when it comes to the relationship that the two of them have. The person that they're dealing with could be a fire or a water sign. Could be a fire sign though, definitely. But I'm just feeling like the harmony or the togetherness that the two of them have is super, super important. I feel like that is something that they're not going to like pass up on because of, a little punani or a little side D. Like that's not something they're going to walk away from and leave. They're going to like, definitely, they're always going to be striving for this person. They're always going to be wanting to be with this person. And this is a very important person to them. Okay. And just because they're flirting, charming with you and, made up some weird story doesn't mean that they're going to give up over on their emotional connection that they do have. So they do have another person in their realm. Okay. And as far as this person, I feel like there's definitely some sort of expression about this. This person could even know. This person definitely could know. Yeah, because I mean, they might be, in a place where they feel like, this person has been a risk taker, or, you're just kind of feeling that off of this person, however that resonates. Let's find out what are some other details around the situation. Let's get a couple more cards. What are some other things we need to know about the situation? Okay. Yeah, they're both pretty youthful too. They could be younger than you. This couple could even be younger than you, but they have like a lot of energy together. I mean, as far as like being good at something, they're really good at this relationship. They're very, very good at what they do in this relationship. But this, what you need to know about the situation is there's a lot of movement and it's probably a forever type of relationship. This is very passionate relationship. It's very connected and they could even work together or else you could have worked with one of them. But, as far as like learning how to be in a place where almost like they're trying to learn how to be a passionate, like driven lover, but it's like almost impossible when they're over here and there diddling, Sally and, Billy over there and Kelly. I mean, you can't really focus on a relationship if you're out, like harassing other people. So, I mean, I would say that you definitely missed what is the word? I feel like this person could have really screwed things up on your end of things. They could have really humiliated you. That's what I'm saying. Okay. What you need to know is that this person is very young. They're very immature. And as far as like movement, they're impatient anyway. And they're kind of an asshole. They got a hot temper. So I wouldn't worry about anything. You didn't really lose anything here, Aries. Right. Let's find out a potential outcome. All right, potential outcome here is you just getting more information on the situation. You're definitely going to find out more about it. And you're going to find out, oh, for the love of God, these cards just literally keep jumping out. Okay, yeah. So you're going to find out that there was a lot within you and there's a lot of creation within you. So you got some business and shit to do anyway. So I wouldn't worry about this. I wouldn't consume yourself with this, but the opportunity that the information brings you is going to bring you into a decision and you're going to have to make a choice. Okay. And I know that you don't want to, but the choice is very clear. You really need to go no contact because there is a little bit of expression from you. This person's not communicating with you, but you're still trying to communicate. You're still trying to talk to this person. Okay. Yeah, because there's no change. There's going to be no changes here. I mean, as far as who they are, there's nothing that they could, there's nothing creative here about this situation. Okay. Not a shitty person. Yeah. You're going to continue to fight about it, or you'll want to reach out and fight about it. That is definitely something that you would be okay with doing. But you know that, you continue to have this conflict and that is upcoming. That's definitely something that you're going to continue to be dealing with. But you just don't trust. You feel like this has been a big old waste of fucking time and you feel misled and hurt. And you probably moved too quickly on it. And you probably already knew that. Okay. All right, let's find out what's going on for Taurus. We're going to find out why and what is going on as far as being ghosted for Taurus. Aries, good luck with that. Tell that person to shove off. Tell them, see you later. See you later. See you later, hater. All right, let's get in. Let me timestamp this real quick. Hold on. Okay. All right, Taurus, we're going to get into why you got ghosted. We're going to find out what's going on as far as the reason for ghosting. We're going to find out about them and you. And anything that you can do to feel better, maybe a potential outcome, of course, and things around the situation or the ghosting that you need to really know. Okay, because there's always, a little bit of something. Hold on, let me grab my other cards. I'm not vibing these cards today. All right. Some really good, big old cards. Really enjoy these cards. All right, Taurus. Let's find out the reason for ghosting. We're going to find out their zodiac sign also. We're going to find out, and then we're going to find their address and their phone number, and we're going to get them. Just kidding. All right, Taurus. What is going on? Why have you been ghosted? Did you love this person too much? Were you too loyal? Did you eat too much in front of this person? Taurus, did you not want to change for this person? They ran off. What's going on? Ooh. All right, here we go. It's starting. Five of Pentacles in reverse. Lovers up. Knight of Swords, upright. Five of Cups, upright. Okay, let's find out the ultimate reason, though, here. Okay. Ugh. Yeah. It's probably a third-party situation. Okay, so your thoughts on the situation is you're definitely feeling rejected. You're feeling like your self-image has been tarnished. You're feeling very bitter, pissed off, cold, confused, feeling cut off from something. However this happened, this vision of a rejection is something that you already knew was going to happen. So you already knew this was going to happen, Taurus, okay? So you were well aware of it because you intuitively could feel this emotional wound coming from them. And you could feel it within you. I don't know how to explain that. That's just what it was. So this has brought a lot of mental fog, and it's really putting you in a place where you're kind of feeling like almost like the victim here. You're definitely, playing the victim up a little bit. As far as getting into your emotions, you're definitely restless. There's a lot of restlessness here. You're very frustrated. You're held back. You're burnt the fuck out. You're like over it. You have no focus and you're emotionally cray. You're emotionally cray. Like there's so many things going on in the mind right now. There's no balance. There's no clearness. You're very confused. Okay. I get it. We're going to figure it out though. Okay. I'm going to talk to the cards over here on their end of things. They could be a water sign. They could also be a Gemini in specific, or they could be an air sign. Okay. So their thoughts on the situation was that a soulmate situation. They were thinking an actual relationship with you. That's what they were thinking. So don't like get too upset, but yes, you probably felt their emotional wound, but they honestly thought that there was going to be soulmate situation, harmony within this situation, and have some sort of connection, but there was, beginning to be a major change. So something was going on as far as temptation. Okay. And that's definitely something that is being brought up here. And the communication of this has been communicated, maybe not in the best of ways, but there is definitely communication. So somebody has been really bummed out. He or she has been emotionally needing time to kind of reveal all of the information. So they probably feel really bad about time. Hold on, my connection. There we go. Did it go back? Okay. Okay. So there is a third party here. There's definitely a third party here, and they are very fucking bossy. And this is probably cut off so abruptly because this person is extremely bossy. They're a bossy lover. They have control issues. They have a temper themselves. And it's almost like the dominating is very off balance, and they have massive attitude for no fucking reason, especially when it comes to you, Taurus. They're extremely aware of you. So they are aware of you, but this, the truth is needed here, and they know that you need the truth. So they're really going to try and give you the honesty that you need, but they don't want to. They don't want to encourage what it is that is hurting Taurus. Okay. But they are. So that's just what it is. This person could also be a Sagittarius in specific too. So yeah, this person is exploring everything and kind of like making their way around to mark their territory. So everything is theirs, basically. And so they're very focused on the fact that you are not around. That's what they're doing. Okay. Let's find out about some things we need to know around the ghosting. Okay. 6 cups up. We've got our King of Cups. That's in reverse. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So what you need to understand is that there is money being used here to trap somebody into a situation, okay? There is motives, and they are hidden, and this is probably because of the other person. So I wouldn't worry too much about it because Gemini is definitely going to get what they reap what you sow. So whatever they sow, they're going to get. They're going to have to use it as a blanket and go to bed. Literally. Ugh. Now, this person could have kids. You guys could have kids together. I feel like there's a kid situation going on within and around this situation, okay? This whole ghosting situation, literally. As far as getting into some sort of a cooperation with this person, you are communicating with this person, Taurus, and you are cooperating as much as you can. You definitely have children. I feel like you have children with this person, or they had children, or however it resonates once again. But there is definitely there's like a jealousy and anger. Now this person is an emotional idiot. They're just so unsure of their choice. They're very unsure of their choice. They might have even picked this choice to kind of like trap somebody into something. So there's a hidden motive here. Now, this could be coming from Gemini or their person, the third party, but someone is trying to trap someone into a situation here because they're trying to control an unpredictable situation. They're really trying to control everything here. So it's just like the truth is going to be painful, but here it is. And if it's not coming from me, it will be coming from Gemini, because they will be telling you, but they'll be upside down telling you. They'll be telling you all sorts of shit, and it won't make any sense to you. Because they're a hot mess. They're very ignorant too for what they, are doing and how they're, like giving this off. Instead of just being honest, ending situation, they moved into a new situation, tried to cover up their tracks, and yada, 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 yada. You know the rest. Okay. But you already knew this was going to happen because in the beginning of this reading, you knew they were emotionally wounded. So you went into this intuitively already fucking knowing. Very good. All right. Let's get a likely outcome. Okay. That's more like it. Yep. All right. So likely outcome for Taurus is don't rush into anything. You're not going to be rushing into anything. You're going to try and be as mature as possible in the situation, no matter what. You're going to try and not jump the gun. You're going to be in your power, feminine energy. That's where you're headed, and that's where you're trying to stay. Okay. You're definitely going to reflect on the situation and try to, not lose touch with the actual of the situation or like the whole picture. You're not going to lose any trust here. And the dishonesty is very clear, and you're no longer going to see like truth as, it's not like truth is truth. And you're going to start seeing that more and more. So this is just really teaching you something specific for your future, if that makes sense. Okay. And there is going to be hidden feelings here, and the hidden feelings is going to they're going to come all the way from your Gemini or your water sign. Okay. And it's obvious. And all they can destroy them because they're going to question themselves so much. Okay. There was such potential within your guys' vibe or energy. And I just feel like they're going to miss it. They're going to miss the healer. They're going to miss it. All right. That is the end of Taurus. Please hit subscribe, Taurus. We're going to move into Gemini's ghosting. I'm like, Gemini, I'm mad at you. You ghosted. Okay. So for Geminis who have been ghosted, we're going to get started with y'all. Let me timestamp real quick. All right. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to go over just a current vibe of Gemini. So we're just going to find out currently where you are energy-wise, Gemini. And then we're going to find out why you got ghosted. See people coming in and out of the room. Let's find out, Gemini, where you are currently. Current energy for Gemini. Those that have gotten ghosted. What the universe needs Gemini to know. Where we are currently. Wanting answers, motherfucker. I know. They shouldn't cuss, but they are. Just feel like this is really tearing down on your, just almost like your creativity is being drawn away, or like that positive energy that goes into your talent or whatever it is that you do for work or inspiration is really depleted because of whatever's going on here. And you're really in a grieving state. And it's not a great grieving state because you're kind of isolated and you're kind of cutting yourself off. So energetically, just really wanting some answers, kind of grieving, and in a place where you're lacking, in the places of your ambition, your passions, your talents, your creativity. Those are all in low energy also because of specific ghost. Let's find out who ghosted you. Okay, let's go. I love the ghosting readings. They're so fun. And sometimes it's like, yeah, I've been ghosted that way. Like, I hope that helps. I hope it helps. And I hope that you guys feel that. And if you do, shit, yeah. I'm a professional. Got ghosted. So I get it. I hear you, sister. I hear you. Or my daughter says, brother, like Hulk Hogan. Out of control. All right, here we go. And we're off to the races. All right. So emotionally, this is something that you were like, this is the last of it. I am not going to be standing here trying to love you, trying to tend to this emotional connection any further if you are not going to stand here with me. Okay. So this is something of that sort, just kind of like you were here ready. You really were waiting to be fulfilled. You were focused, really putting the light on situation, but it's like you were still kind of like waiting for them to ghost you. You were just kind of like waiting. You were like, I know what's going to happen. Oh, like you knew this was coming. You definitely had emotionally could feel this, intuitively were feeling this, but you were like, I'm going to do it one last time. I'm going to fuck myself up one more time here and really try to put, my heart into your hands. So that's kind of where we are on that situation. Thinking wise though, you definitely thought, you know what, maybe I was a bit naive, or you're thinking maybe you're a little impatient and just kind of like jumped into it. You were really wanting to be childlike, be a little playful here, and you really wanted to learn how to get into a space where you could be passionate again with this person. So this could be a rebuild. This could be, you know, just getting into a new relationship, however that resonates for you. You are dealing with a Taurus or an earth sign, Scorpio, or a water sign. All right. So their thoughts on the situation was that they wanted something really fully committed here. This is what they were wanting. This is something that they were eager about. They were excited about. They kind of, you know, definitely had a crush on you. That's kind of where this all really began. Okay. They wanted to get into a place where they could get into all the values, the beliefs, step up, marry you maybe, or you marry them, however that resonates. As far as emotionally, they began to accept kind of all the cycles that you guys have gone through or you have began. And they were accepting that this is going, whatever's going on here, this is the inevitable. They had to let go. And it was almost like maybe the trust or the peace kind of like ran out in the situation. So it's like there was a, you know, a huge part of this situation was the fact that it was going to be a new beginning. But it was like immediately, as soon as it started, the peace went out the fucking window. The trust went out over the mountains. And as far as a partnership, it went into the fields and dug a hole and buried itself, and it died. Okay. So this person was like, ew, huh. You know, like that. Like, you're like, do I have to stay? Do I have to do this with it? And you're like over here. Okay. So Gemini, I mean, you were waiting. You were ready to fight no matter what. You're ready. You were like, this is the last time I'm doing this, but I really think they're going to fuck up. They could feel that, honestly. Like, that's just kind of like, they were like out the motherfucking door. They're like, I don't have to actually tolerate this. I don't have anything that invested. So we're going to find out the specific reason though. Okay. Eight of Pentacles up, Chariot up. All right. So the overcommitment or the forcing of something here kind of creeped them the fuck out. Okay. It was shifting the way that they were seeing the situation. It was shifting their perception. They literally were like, I'm done. I'm good. We're good here. Have a good day. So I really feel like, you know, as far as being a little hasty and getting into this, I think if you would have changed the way that you were kind of coming into the situation, I feel like things would have, you know, kind of moved forward. But yeah, this is not, you're not at your greatest. I mean, this isn't like a super great moment, if that makes sense. Yeah, nope. Yeah, there was nothing accomplished here besides a waste of fucking time. The accomplishment. But that was the motivation here was to accomplish something. To get in, you know, physical, get into essentials, side together, really get, you know, in the nitty gritty of things, get into some sort of down to earth, realistic, sexual, yummy energy. That was kind of the idea here, but it was just like kind of almost like a passive fighting. And then they were like, I don't have to do this. I'm not doing this. We're done. Okay. So let's find out what it is that we really need to know about the ghosting situation that maybe you don't know at all. Okay, so they never really thought that they were winning when coming into the situation with this Five of Swords upright, excuse me. It was almost like the fight has always been bigger than the actual results in the relationship. And they were like, why am I doing this? Like, what is the point? Okay. And they felt really raw and they really were trying to take their time with you. And you were over here kind of like in a positive energy. You were really believing in the situation, but they could see the clearness and the truth and the information behind the fake, you know, facade. They knew what was going on. They wanted to believe in you, but they knew you knew that this was never going to be it's a never relationship. You already knew that. But, you know, the energy or the ideas or the thoughts really put this person into a place where they were like, you know what? I'm going to believe in them. I think they got my back here. So, I mean, that just wasn't the case. Just wasn't the case today. Likely outcome for your ghosting situation. Queen of Cups, Six of Cups, Seven of Cups. All right. So likely outcome is just knowing the truth, knowing the information. And I feel like there's definitely some sort of children in the situation, could be children in the situation, but I feel like this is really going to decrease any overthinking for you. I think that that is probably the ultimacy here and putting you in a place where you are out there in the open and ready for love, emotion, connection. You're ready for feeling. You're ready for some sort of a vibe. And this was not it. Okay. As far as like moving through, you're definitely going to be mature, get through it. And I mean, I feel like you could really be arrogant if you wanted to about this, but I think the facing of reality or getting into a place where you know that that was a bad choice and you just know the reality of it and the information and the truth, and you're willing to be like, okay, I fucked up here. I shouldn't have like rushed into the situation. You know, I think you'll think twice before doing it again. Okay. But that's why they dipped. They were like, nah, I'm good over here. Like, I don't have to deal with it. I don't have to deal with this. I get it. But, you know, they might have tried again with you because of the kid thing, or else you might have had kids that they knew, or vice versa, or whatever it is. Or maybe they really liked hot moms or hot dad. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's find out for Cancer. Let's get into Cancer's ghosting read. All right. Gemini, before you leave or check out, make sure that you hit subscribe to Hangman Tarot. Even if this is on an upload, however you're watching it. All right. We're going to find out why Cancer got ghosted. Like, who ghosted Cancer? I think Cancer would care, though. All right, Cancer. Let's find out your current energy. All right, so currently in your energy, just the truth. Want to know all of the goods. You want to know all the information, all of the truth. You feel a little bit of negativity surrounding around a family situation of yours, or just the family situation in general, which you kind of thought maybe was happening, maybe, however that resonates. But the commitment here is definitely on the vibe. It's definitely on the mind, kind of wondering what's going on and trying to be as calm and, you know, as loving and flexible as possible. But when you're ghosted, you're ghosted. It don't matter how loving or flexible you are. Makes you want to punch a ghost. All right, here we go. Okay. So, over on your end of things, you are thinking, Cancer, that this definitely has, you know, a lot. You thought it had substance, but you think that maybe it lacked substance to begin with. You think that maybe this person is a little sulky, or maybe you've become a little depressed, however that resonates. But I feel like you're like, this is so crazy because you're really emotional and you're feeling like this is really unreal. Like this didn't actually happen. However that resonates for you. Okay. So like the abundance of emotions has happened. It's begun. The logic has been lost, honey. I get it. Okay. So emotionally, though, you feel like you need the truth. You're feeling like, you know, I definitely have lost some passion here. I feel like you've, you know, become uninterested. What's going on? So you kind of were aware that they were piddling away, that things were dialing out, things were dying out. And, you know, it was growing tension. It was growing worry. You were becoming lost in it. And this is, you know, was supposed to be a new beginning. It was supposed to be like a new relationship with all the fun stuff. Where's the fun stuff? It's kind of where the vibe was at. Over on their end of things, they could be an air sign or a water sign, in specific Libra, or I'll go with a Pisces. Oh, I just dropped a bunch of cards. They wanted to have a relationship with you. Okay. Their thoughts were like, hey, this relationship is going to be, you know, super challenging maybe, but this is going to bring us together. We're going to have a family. Okay. So confirming the oracle reading, basically, because they took it away. They wanted to marry you, or just a potential long-term. They wanted to be in a place of completion with you and create and grow and have good, loving things in life and just move forward. I mean, that's just what they wanted. Emotionally, they were probably pretty blind to the truth. And the truth being that there was a decision that needed to be made here, but the decision needed to be looked over. But they weren't really seeing everything. Okay. They thought they knew the answer to the situation, and the situation could have something to do with mental health. This could have something to do with a health issue in general. Now, this could be because of them or you. Again, however that resonates for you, wherever your storyline is at. But yeah, evaluating the situation would have been a really good idea before they got into the situation. That's all I'm saying. They're kind of a player anyway. All right, bottom motherfucking line, though, reason for ghosting here. Is that, there was like nothing to force in the situation, okay? There was nothing to force, but there was no connection. And they didn't look closely enough. Again, with this 2 of Cups in reverse, it's just indicating to me that there was an issue that was unaddressed. The issue could have been emotional, it could have been mental, or a struggle within the mind, okay? But I'm definitely feeling like, there was a lot of emotional pressure or mental pressure. Let's find out a little bit more here about the situation that you need to know that you probably don't know already. All right. So they were holding back. There was a lot of frustration. They were creating frustration for you, but they knew they were giving too much when they did it. Okay. They were too eager. They jumped in with, they were like head first. They didn't give 2 shits, but they didn't give a shit about the fact that they could have caused like this to really create a cluster within the mind, or, like really give you some mental fog, or, make you a little cuckoo or cray cray. But they were too eager. They were too eager and they gave it away too quickly. Definitely. Too impulsive for fucking sure. But they were burnt out and they needed to slow down. And that's how they did it. They jumped. Okay. They jumped right off the fucking boat that you 2 were on. And they were like, you know what? I'll get a cab back. That's what they said. No focus for this young one. No focus. All right, let's find out a likely outcome for you. All right, likely outcome is the motherfucking fact that there is so much information. Hello, how are you? There's so much information here that you know the truth. So everything is good, that that this is never going to happen. This is never going to be a relationship. You guys could have had something financial to deal with when you 2 were together, but there's definitely going to be new financial kind of independence or movement. And you're definitely going to be manifesting for a long-term form of happiness. And that's going to have a lot to do with the materials or the external, which is another way to get your mind off it or whatever. Oh, yeah. The ghost is it's like a curse for some of us. Like, I get it. Like, I've been ghosted plenty of times that I researched it and psychologically figured out what was going on both ends and why people, because there's a specific type of way that people act sometimes that they do get ghosted. And then there's a specific way that people psychologically work that they ghost. So, I mean, it's just a hot mess. It is like, what the fuck? It's like, what the fuck? It's like, what the fuck? Emotionally, you're going to be holding back. You're going to be a little bit, scared to, put yourself out there. You're definitely going to try and control how you feel, but you will pass that and you will get into a new beginning. You will get into a new beginning because you have to, because this is ultimately going to shape how you feel in the next relationship and the next, and it's going to shape how you act and receive. Okay. All right, so that is the ending on that for Cancer sign. We're going to move forward and get into our next sign up. Would be, what are we on? Leo? Leo next. Cancer, that's a hard one, especially when they're like, we're going to have a family. And then they're like, out the door. I had a ghost, but he breadcrumbed, ghosted. So he breadcrumbed. He lost, you could see he was losing the interest. He became busy with his family, or he became busy. He had all these things going on, but it was like, you're losing interest. Just say it already. But it's like, I'm stupid. I'm a Taurus. So I'm like, I'm loyal. So if I ever get a hint of uninterest, I'm like, bye. I had to get really good at saying bye. I had to get really good at saying, okay, this isn't working, or this isn't even the bare minimum. How much are you willing to tolerate? How much are you willing to allow somebody to treat you like shit? Because that's what they're doing. Even if they're like, oh, I have this and this. No, you fucking don't. Okay, let's just be clear. Okay, if somebody likes somebody, they're going to have them. They're going to be interested. You're going to know. And if you have to even question or come onto these kind of sites, there's a huge indication that this person is not interested anymore. Ew, a Taurus ghosted you? What? It's so hard. Like, I've ghosted people. Don't get me wrong. Like, I ghost in the very beginning, like when we're first talking. If I don't see like a future outcome, like immediately, I ghost. 2 times a Taurus ghosted you. That's absurd. I can't even imagine a sweet little Taurus doing that. That's terrible. I mean, fuck that Taurus. Listen, I get it though. I get it. I've been ghosted by a Leo, but I kind of ghosted them too. It was like a back and forth. We kept like ghosting each other. And then I was breadcrumbed, ghosted by a Virgo. Let me think. Capricorn. Of course, Capricorn, right? The Capricorn one was, that was a doozy. Oh, it was a guy Taurus. Those guys are dicks. I would never date a guy Taurus in my life. Run. Run the other way. Get the fuck out. Oh my God, Caps are so... My father is a Capricorn, and I will forever chase a Capricorn and everything that they embody. This is true. Sorry, Capricorn. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. And dealing with... Yeah, right. Red. Ugh. Yeah, it's a hot mess. It's a hot mess. Let me think. Oh, Aries. I've been ghosted and breadcrumbed by an Aries. Fuck you, Aries. Fuck you, don't come back here. Have I said the F word too many times? How many times do we get? I don't even know what I'm doing. Okay, moving in. Going into Leo. Speaking of Leo. Kidding. Okay, starting into Leo. We're going to get your current vibe, current energy, Leo. We're going to find out if that damn Taurus, Jordan, ghosted you. All right, getting into Leo. These are always good conversations. It's a good word when speaking of douchebags. Absolutely. Absolutely. Douchery. It's like douchebag alert. The moment that they start acting out of ordinary is the moment that's beginning. The ghosting is beginning. And then you can just like hit the gas pedal and get out of there. I'm a Taurus. I am definitely a Taurus. It's a hard life. It's a hard life. We're a little different than the men Taurus. The man Taurus is very difficult. Very difficult. Okay, so Leo, really on a path with the healing stuff, really just trying to stay positive in that family vibe. So you could even be dealing with somebody who you've created family with or were thinking you were, or maybe you had kids or they had kids, however that resonates, but you don't have closure with them. Okay? You thought you were going to heal with this person. You thought you were going to be spiritually combined, growing, changing. But that wasn't happening. That didn't happen because there's no closure here. And you're like, what is going on? What is going on? A different Taurus also ghosted me. Ugh. Aquarius. Bleh. I got ghosted by a goddamn Aquarius and a Pisces. The Pisces didn't matter because I was like, yeah, well, I really don't like you either. I was just bored. So here I am, getting ghosted by you. By the non-bare minimum guy. Fuck Pisces. I agree. Dude, Pisces are a hot fucking mess. This one was like drunk, I'm pretty sure, the whole time. Like just the couple dates we went. I'm pretty sure that he was drunk the whole time. It's just like one of those, because a lot of guys will hide that they drink because I don't drink. And it's like, listen, Pally, The mere fact that you can't be adult enough and say you drink makes me want to vomit. Ghosting you. All right, Leo, let's find out what's going on here. I'm appalled. So sorry. Aren't you a female, though? What is the name? Haley or Chaley? That's a cute name, Chaley. Charlie? Chaley. Charlie. Girl and boy do differ. For me, I notice the difference. Yeah, you're a girl Pisces. I'm sure you rock out. You rock out. We all rock out. We all suck too. We all ghost people. We probably ghost more people than we really realize, if you think about it. Like, I guarantee it. These damn ghosts. All right, let's get started. All right, Leo, we're going to find out what the hell's going on. All right, let's get started, class. I don't think I have ever ghosted someone. You'd be surprised. I mean, sometimes you think you get your truth across and people don't get it. I literally had said goodbye a few times to, I think he was a Gemini, I'm pretty sure. But crazy cuckoo, he literally kept saying that I ghosted him. And I'm like, no, like we had a conversation. I said bye. I'm pretty sure I said goodbye to you. That happened twice. This other one was like, you're my girlfriend. I'm like, no, we ended a while ago. Yes. Yeah. And then they contact you somehow. They get a hold of you somehow. And I don't have an iPhone. My Samsung literally shows me my blocked messages and shows me when blocked numbers call. And it just shows like a little circle with a cross. And it's like, this person, I don't want to know. Like that brings it up. I like to pretend like it never happened. Yeah. I was married to one of those. You don't block people. Well, get on the phone and block everybody. Sucks. You should block though. Okay, anyway, so as far as you're thinking over here on your end of things, you're thinking that there was some control issues as far as this relationship is vibing for you. There was some competition, and emotionally there's a lot of ego within this situation, which that doesn't surprise me with the Leo stuff. Okay, there was challenge, there was a lot of anger, and you were at odds all the time emotionally with somebody. So I mean, the passion here was just all about fight, man. Like that was like, that's like overpowering. And you have lots of attitude, so that might be why they took off. I mean, you're like acting all crazy. So they wanted to come in slow. They were thinking this is going to be slow. You know, I can control kind of how I move into the situation. I'm going to take my time because I want to be in a forever kind of energy with this person and get into affinity and make a family with this person. So this person had all the right, you know, thinking, okay? And this person could be a fire sign. They could also be an air sign or Gemini in specific or a Leo in specific, like you. But emotionally, they felt like there was a major change because they had harmony with you. There was something here that, you know, could have been love lasting. It could have just like created a soul connection even. But this, you know, a decision needed to be made because something wasn't right here. Okay. Something about the information within the relationship wasn't right. Now we're going to find out what and why. All right. So this brought in a third party. Somebody was dating someone else, creating a huge insecurity. There was a lot of dishonesty. This third party is very, very jealous. They are all about them. They don't hold back. So I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't hold back and come in and talking at you. But as of right now, they are not communicating with you. They are not, you know, logically having a conversation with you. There's no balance or, you know, receiving, giving, nothing. Nothing's happening here. But they won't hold back for very long. That's for sure. And this brought you a lot of insecurity, and they have a lot of insecurity too. I mean, there's no more honesty. There was no more honesty the moment that you found out about this person or when you haven't found out about this person. It just puts you in a place where you're kind of losing touch with reality. You're like, well, what the fuck? I thought this was, what I thought we were dating. Like, what's happening here? That's just kind of, you were really reflecting on the idea that you guys were going to be together. And now there's a bunch of shit crammed underneath a carpet you didn't want to pick up and you didn't want to vacuum. And now you have to. All right. So finally, we're going to get into some things you really need to know. You really need to know these things. Okay. Page of Wands, Four of Cups. Now, the full picture, again, is not being seen. You're not seeing every single thing here either. You're not even seeing everything about the third party. Okay. And that third party could be an air sign or a Pisces. Yeah. This person's younger too. But this is all something I know you're going to not agree with me, Leo, but this is manifested. This is something that you were thinking about already. You're worried. You're constantly thinking about it. You're like, and you're impatient. I mean, for the love of God, and you just play too much. You really play too much. And you probably said it all the time. You're like, you're cheating. And now you got a cheater. So, those things happen. We manifest our worries. So that's what exactly happened here. This is crazy. Likely outcome for the next month or so here for Leo. Ooh. All right. So because you were misusing your power, that's totally fine. You were really in a place just trying to deepen going on the inside. But what you actually did was misuse your power. You manifested your worry. Your worry became reality. Okay. So your thoughts became physical. So that's what happened. Really getting into a place where you feel like this person don't give two shits. And a likely outcome is that they don't give two shits. You were too eager about whatever it is that you thought you were right about. There was too much ego. There was too much clashing, too much fighting, too much fire. It's passionate. Yeah. I'm sure you had some sexual chemistry or energy, but was it worth it? No, because there was too much fighting. Just trying to get into a place. The likely outcome at the end of the month is getting into recovery, really just trying to let the worst kind of like pass over, really just trying to bounce back, get into a completion. It's not going to be easy, okay? Because it is rock bottom. It feels like rock bottom. You're post-split. You're really going to start healing. It's fine, but it is going to be uncomfortable, okay? So likely outcome, Leo. Another one bites the dust. Sorry. All right. Let's move forward. Oh, thank you. You're fabulous. Butterfly. Star. Okay. All right. Leo, go hit. I know you're like, fuck you. Go hit subscribe. Please. Go hit subscribe, Leo. I know it's bad news, but someone's got to tell you. Someone's got to give you the icing on the cake. But you were worrying about it. You already were like saying it over and over. And odds are sometimes this resonates in the opposite manner. So you could have actually manifested a person on your end of things and created a triage on that end. But again, set some attention, bounce back, try to recover as quickly as possible. Yes. Wonder what number you subscribed. Let me look. Let's see where we are. Let's see where we are as far as subscribers right now. 993, you guys. We need 1,000. I'm gonna lose it. You were 991? Yeah, 993. Let me see. Because I'm doing my storytell on why I named this channel Hangman Tarot when we hit 1,000. So if you haven't yet subscribed and you're peeping in, go hit subscribe. I don't care if you cancel later. Let's get to 1,000. I'm so excited. This is taking the longest. Like I was going up really quickly on subscribers and then it like plateaued right at 10 more to go. Yes, I know. I'm so excited. I'm stoked. Dude, it's just magic. It's fucking magic. Like I literally staring at the screen, looking at 1 or 10 subscribers, and I was just like, this is not happening. I just had no idea that it was going to. I had a feeling. I was like, you know what? I'll just do this. I'll do this as a mission. I'll just get it done. I know, right? Yes. Yes. Yeah. Oh, thanks. I'm glad. I'm glad. That's the whole idea, is to have a little fun here too. Yeah. Read some cards, have a good time, laugh a little bit, know a little bit, not know things. Makes the world go round. All right. So we're gonna find out what is going on with Virgo. You were ghosted, Virgo. Rico Suave. You were ghosted. Freaking Virgos. I love a good Virgo, but man, oh man. Yes, honey. That's a lot though. Like that's such an amazing amount of videos. Like if you think about it, like even like 2. I mean, it's like a rad amount. Like it's like crazy. Once you start moving, you start moving. And I've been here for like a year and 5 months, I think. But THRU is my favorite tarot reader, and he's the one who like drew me into reading. I was like, wow, this guy is so rad. He's always right. He's always fucking right. If I could grow up and be THRU, I would. So shout out to Tyler's Tarot. He's probably like, bitch, no, bitch. He is. I like when he's like, beach. I like that he just doesn't care. He don't give 2 shits if you watch him or not. You really don't. But he's like at that point where he doesn't have to. Like I'd be like, no, come back. Come back, Jack. Nope. Yes. Yes, I am. All right, let's find out Virgo's current energy. So this is going to be the last zodiac sign. My kids are starting to message me. They feel like I, jump into a hole and die when I'm on the computer in here. I'm like, I could be at a real job. I could be. And then what? Then what would you all do? Where are you from? Your crazy sister is, am I her? I'm somebody's crazy sister. Well, hello, Utah. Utah? Is that where y'all are married and live in a house with 7 windows? Listen, I'm anybody's crazy sister. I'll be your crazy sister too. Oh, Kansas, tornadoes. I'm like thinking of the first word that pops in my head when I see these. No. Well, I just thought I'd ask. Utah, yeah, like Salt Lake City, right? That's the Mormon place. The place of Mormon. Like you have the Mormon temple, the religion. It's like real big there. I don't believe in it anymore either. Okay. You're like, fuck no to that though. All right, Virgo. We're going to find out what is going on with Virgo as far as current energy. Thank you guys for your support and joining me and having fun. I love hanging out. It is so fun to like talk and have a good time. Of course I don't believe in monogamy. I'm a Sag. Yeah, it's weird because like this one Sag really liked me and I ghosted him. And then there was another Sag who he was like wanting more of a relationship too. So it's really weird that you say that because I was like, we didn't vibe. All right, could be dreaming of the person who's ghosted you, or you could have seen some things or images or some signs about the situation. It could have been anything, but this is something that has really, really got you in your feelings about your life purpose, really trying to find information, really trying to balance out what it is that you didn't really know about the situation, really just trying to balance out the truth and what was fake and what was, what wasn't. Like this is just a back and forth type of thing. But this is really putting you in a place where you're trying to touch with spirit. You're trying to touch definitely with these dreams and signs and images and trying to touch with a life purpose. Like, why the fuck am I here? I've just been ghosted. You definitely go down that road. You go down the road and you're like, oh God, why was I born to be ghosted? Okay. Let's find out though, Virgo, because I really can't see you being that dramatic, but I can. All right. Why have you been isolated? Oh, from COVID? Too bad, COVID. All right. Let's find out a little bit about you, Virgo, confirming that oracle read, and then get into a little bit about this other person, okay? And kind of the reasons that you were, bombarding into each other, trying to date each other in this crazy, crazy fucking world. Never. They're always dramatic. They just hide it. They're really good at it. They're gossip hounds. I'm telling you. They have a mask and it works well. It's like stuck to their face too. Like you never fucking know with these people. You never know with a Virgo. You're like, are you mad? Like what's that? But you know later on, like throughout or whatever. Oh, I bet Virgo women rock though. Wait, no. my old best friend was a Virgo. She'd be like, I don't like drama. Okay. Keep telling yourself that. I'm not over emotional. I'm not like chaotic. I'm not like loud. Yes, I am. I don't eat a lot. Yes, you do. I'm a Taurus. Like there's several like basic things about the zodiac that like, yeah, you are. I get along with them. But it's almost like if I have any feelings, it's drama. So they make you feel like you're experiencing something false when it comes to your emotional reality. And that's dangerous. That's dangerous to be in a relationship with somebody that does that. Okay. Let's find out what's going on with you. Here, Virgo, okay? Okay. All right. This person could be a fire sign. Fire sign, that could be an air sign. Leo in specific. All right. So when you first were getting into this, Virgo, you were like, I don't want to get into this. I don't want to risk anything here. You didn't want to put in any effort that wasn't needed. And what you wanted, though, was some sort of passion. But you were like, there's going to be no passion in this. It is going to be very slow to fall in love in this situation if I were to fall in love in this situation. So, I mean, you were kind of like, pulling back from the get, if that makes sense. Okay. And as far as emotionally, you definitely have been very mature writing through this, really trying to claim some sort of sensitivity. You were trying to be as empathetic as possible. But this is something that you have been struggling with too, because you kind of knew the truth emotionally anyway. That maybe you just weren't connecting here. Like maybe you did rush into it and you knew and you didn't want to rush into telling this person that. So maybe you just hung out because this person over here felt like there was like a huge, slow, restricted, controlled movement. Okay. That's all that they were feeling. This person was like, take your time, sister, because I'm just sitting over here just trying to have a relationship while you're over there throwing me fucking breadcrumbs. That's how they were feeling. I mean, so they were like, I'm going to ghost you. I'm going to sayonara. They definitely were like vibing the energy. They thought that this was like a type of relationship that they could believe in. They wanted to believe in you. There was definitely some sort of clear center of attention that was being claimed. Like this was supposed to be a thing. They were clear in their truth though. But you were not. You were like, hey, I'm just going to pretend I don't know that I don't want to be in a relationship with you. That's a dick move. I'm just going to say it, Virgo, and you know it. And I knew you were going to be a dick tonight. Oh, Lord. Isn't that the truth? Okay. So, yes. I mean, as far as this situation goes, I feel like you influenced it quite a bit. And not because you were trying to be sensitive or empathetic or blah, blah, blah. And like you were trying to be the bigger person, even though you knew the truth, but you just hang out and stuck around. I feel like it's because you should have fucking said something. Okay? That's how you influenced it. Because you already knew and you didn't say shit. That's what. All right. I'm going to quit being mean to you, Virgo. Sorry. All right. So, yeah. Bottom line, Ace of Swords in reverse, just not growing. There was cloudy judgment. There needed to be a truth here. And it was like loss of passion. There was an uninterest. So something changed it though. Okay. And we're going to find out what changed it, because it can't just be all their fault, right? Maybe. I don't know. So there's always, more than meets the eye. And it was like this person was too eager to get into the relationship, and maybe the eagerness or wanting to be in the relationship kind of like flew Virgo off the handle. Okay. I feel like you kind of flew off out of the nest because somebody really, really, really direly cared or something. That's just what I'm getting from this. But it was like, you're giving too much away. I'm getting the fuck out of here. And it was almost like it was too tempting not to. Let's find out more about that. Yeah, fear of change for sure. A lot of holding back, just wanting to break up, just wanting to get out. And there was no planning for one. And it was almost like you kind of defied what it was going to be. So however this resonates, you might have been standing your ground, Virgo, but they feel like you were taking advantage of the situation. You were just getting kind of in on what you wanted. And that was probably some booty. And you got your booty and you were like, you know what? I'm going to just sit here and pretend like I'm interested, but I'm not going to be interested. And then they're going to leave. So you basically ghosted yourself. I've never had that happen in a reading. The fear of change was just too much, honey. It was just too much. It was just taking too much here. It was like there was too much of a risk, no direction for you. But I feel like you literally kind of just like manipulated them into ghosting you. Oh. Yeah. That's what happened here. This is nuts. This is just wild to me. All right, likely outcome. Likely outcome is that you'll get ghosted. Okay, likely outcome, no more playing around. All right. Okay, so basically you were going to be, with the Three of Pentacles upright, I feel like you were like going to be in this team. You're going to be like aware of all the planning. You were really going to like be putting forth the effort, but it's like they're done. Okay, the emotional bag of, is being put into the dumpster. This is over. And they're going to let go because they're going to see it. They're going to see all of the things here. And it's almost like they can't let go of how you see them. And so they're not going to continue moving forward in the situation. And it's really going to put you in a place by the end of the month of chaos. So it's going to put you into an unexpected place where you're going to be like not really seeing what it was. Because inevitably what you did is just you set yourself up, Virgo. You set yourself up for a ghost. Because they weren't a ghost. It's like you projected your ghost onto them so that you could get out of this and not be the bad guy. Ew! Last card. After this Tower card, you're definitely going to be in a place, Four of Cups upright. Thank God. Reflection and inner work. You're wanting to see the whole truth here. You're going to see the whole truth. And hopefully you'll learn from this and you'll move forward. But I feel like karmically, this relationship or this ghosting is really teaching you about the mirror. Because a mirror is very important. When you date a mirror, somebody who reflects you, it's terrifying to see yourself in somebody else. You're like, what in the fuck is this? So Virgo, inevitably, you've learned a lot about yourself, sir or ma'am. I feel like when you see all the truth and all the aspects that are missing within the picture that you kind of projected onto them and you and the relationship, I really feel as if you're going to learn. I do. I really feel like you're going to learn from this. I think you're going to take this and stop refusing the truth, because refusing the truth is just going to put you into suffering. You're going to suffer for it. So you need to prove to your own self before you get into another relationship and, project a ghost onto that person that you are worth a fuck. Like, you're worth it. Nobody's going to think the otherwise. They're going to love you. Okay? So just love yourself so they can love you. All right. Shit. You're like, where's that Chris Cornell reading? Yes. Yes, the Virgo always has a girlfriend. The Virgo always has a girlfriend, or they always they'll get a girlfriend during or a boyfriend or whatever. My Virgo had a girlfriend or something. I don't even know. I think they had a girlfriend or a wife or something, or during the midst of it, because like there was like a large interest and then a loss of interest. But it was like, you could tell, you can feel when somebody's fucking you over. You can feel it in your bones. Yeah, Leos always have a girlfriend. Fuck Leos. Okay, I gotta get out of here. My kids are like, what? Okay, so we made it to Leo, or not Leo, Virgo. Aries to Virgo. So we will get the rest tomorrow. I will get in, and we will get all the way to Pisces tomorrow, starting with our Libra. So we'll find out Libra and Scorpio and so on and so on. We'll find out why y'all got listed. I'm so glad you all came in to join me. It's been so much fun making fun of zodiac signs and crazy ghosts. It's been a good time. It's been just a positive bashing session. So this is lovely. I'm having a nice night. All right. I got to get out of here. Hit subscribe. We're at 993. So we literally don't even need that many more. Okay. We're almost at 1,000 people. If you're my 1,000th subscriber, I'm going to give you a free reading. Only if you're like, hey, I'm your 1,000th subscriber. Because I don't even know how that works. I don't know how. Does it tell you like when you guys subscribe, like what number you are? We're at 994 people. 994. And I'm going to do a story tell on why I named this place, this YouTube, this hangout, Hangman Tarot. And it's a good story. It is a good connector, and it is something that everybody relates to. It's a piece of my life, though. All right. Go be the 1,000th subscriber. I'll give you a free reading. Don't do that. That will fuck everything up. No. All right, I gotta get out of here. Hopefully when I wake up, it's 1-0. So excited. I told my kids I'm taking them out. We're going out. We're going out on the town. We're going to eat a steak. I'll probably just grill them. My son likes when I grill. So, all right. If you need some protein, we'll be at my house grilling. Yes. If you are the cause of 7 subscribers, I'll give you 2 free readings. Yes. For sure. Absolutely. And I'll do it live even. We'll make a note of it. All right. I got to get out of here. Have a good night, you all. Share, like, and follow. Check out the videos that will pop up on the uploads. Check them out. Share them. You can check out my social media. Leave a comment if you have any requests, comments. I am working on all the celebrity readings. Chris Cornell. He is on the list. He's on the list. So, all right. My kids keep texting. All right, done deal. Love y'all. Enjoy your night. Thank you so much. See you. Have a nice night from Wyoming.